Alright, what's up, bro? So here's the second part of the video. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So one of the things I've been thinking about recently is space. You know, it's something. I know for someone it's really hard to conceptualize, but there are times where I kind of wish we had more explorers. Like, yeah, and I think NASA was recently shut down. And that kind of sucked because all the money that could have been used if it was still open for NASA. I'm sure by now we would have been able to find maybe secrets to how the universe formed. I mean, yeah, people say the Big Bang, but that's only a theory. There we don't really for sure know if that's how it happened. That's just the most plausible. Essentially, it's the most plausible way to explain the origin of the universe. Doesn't mean it's true, because again, no one was at that, no one was alive at that time when it happened. For all we know, it could have been here like forever. Maybe this whole universe has no beginning or end. It's just something that's been there forever. And I know for people, it's hard to believe because we're conditioned to think that something is always there's always a beginning and an end. There's no way that something just was just there, like for all eternity, and then that's it. We don't question it. But again, we haven't even scratched a speck of the universe in general. I mean, I think I saw a picture where the fuck was it called, where it had like a, I guess, a possible diagram of how the universe looks like, which is kind of like an oval shape kind of diagram. Maybe one day I'll show a picture of it, but essentially it had this diagram, right? And then in a tiny speck, like somewhere in the whole shit, it says no, and it said those our galaxy, as a speck, meaning that in that speck you go in, right? You zoom in like with a microscope, then it says, okay, the Milky Way. Okay, you zoom in, then it has the planets. You zoom in, you go to Earth, and you zoom in, then you see us, and you zoom in, you see like the grass, you zoom in, you see the bacteria, you zoom in, then it has its own so it's like a fucking mind-blowing shit, when you realize how insignificant we are compared to everything in this spectrum of the universe. That's why it's always great to think, to open your mind about the unknown, to always kind of see I mean, yeah, we could say, maybe, okay, here's something I've probably never said out loud or in public, but I'm going to say this to the viewers that watch this video who care, Um, technically, I do believe that there is a God. I do believe that there is an all-powerful being that is, you could say, maybe created, or maybe had a helping hand in constructing how the universe looks now. Doesn't mean that it's the God that I'm thinking of, or like the Christian God, or the Buddhist God, or the Jewish God, or the Muslim God, Allah or something. I think it's a God. I mean, God could, for all we know, God could be a bacteria, a fucking bacteria that was the predecessor or the father of everything that's been created. And sometimes when you think of stuff like that, your mind just goes off on a tangent, because then you think about other things. You think I mean, I talked about this with my father and my dad, and one of the theories that we come up with is that what if human beings jumped from planet to planet? I mean, we went into detail, but the basic gist of our theory was that what if, because I think recently they found water on Mars, if I recall, or they found like a glacier. They found I guess deposits of what could have been water there, liquid water. So then that begs the question, what if as a human species we jumped from planet to planet? What if we used to live on Mars, and then when it became uninhabitable, we decided to just jump into Earth. Because Earth used to be a ball of fire, you know. I mean, you guys have to understand, that's why there's lava. That's why there's lava, or it's heat, it's burning hot in the Earth's core. Because the Earth used to be, it used to be basically like Mercury. It was just fucking fire and like lava everywhere. And then one of the theories is that a giant fucking ice ball hit the Earth, or a bunch of ice comets hit the Earth, and that created a series of events that I mean, it's amazing that the Earth is the way it is. It's amazing because I mean, not just a question of just having the ice comets hit the Earth. That's not even the whole complexity of it. It's the fact that you have the ice comets hit at a certain point where it's able to condense with enough power to create the gases that we need to breathe, such as oxygen, you know, and then have like nitrogen or all these other elements, but also be able to create the water, the ocean, or the water necessary to start supporting our life on its own. And I feel like that's what's more incredible out of all this, is that we have that. And it's kind of mind-blowing, you know. I wish I could go into more detail, but you know, I do have a limit on these videos. But we'll go into the next video and we'll see what we can discuss. And I hope you guys are enjoying these so far.